Just 1 hour ago, Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney sent shockwaves around the world. He responded directly to Donald Trump and said something Washington clearly did not want to hear. The United States may face consequences far greater than they ever anticipated. But why did Carney say this? What is the real story behind this statement? And could this be the beginning of a devastating new trade war between two of the world's closest allies? Stay with us until the very end, because what you're about to hear, you will not find anywhere else. Welcome, and thank you for being here. You are watching Global Entry News, where we bring you the world's most important, most current, and most in-depth news without spin, without bias, and without delay. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a single update from us. And to everyone who has been with us from the beginning, a genuine thank you. You are the reason this channel keeps growing every single day. Now, today's story is not just about Canada and the United States. The ripple effects of what is happening right now could reshape global trade, international alliances, and economic policy for years to come. Let's get straight into it. To understand what Carney said today, you need to understand how we got here. This tension did not appear overnight. When Donald Trump returned to the White House, he wasted no time. He began threatening Canada with heavy tariffs, taxes on imported goods, claiming that Canada was not playing fair when it came to trade with America. Trump went as far as suggesting Canada was little more than a dependent territory, mockingly calling it a potential 51st state of the United States. For Canadians, those words were deeply offensive. For the Canadian government, they were a declaration of economic aggression. Now, before we go further, it's important that you understand who Mark Carney is, because this is not just any politician pushing back. Mark Carney is one of the most respected economic minds on the planet. He served as the governor of the Bank of Canada and then as the governor of the Bank of England, two of the most powerful central banks in the world. When the 2008 global financial crisis hit, it was Carney's steady hand that helped guide Canada through with less damage than almost any other developed nation. When a man like this speaks, the world listens. Earlier today, Carney stepped in front of cameras and delivered a clear, firm, and calculated response to Trump's pressure campaign. He stated without hesitation that Canada will not yield to threats. He made it absolutely clear that if Washington continues down this path, the consequences for the United States will be far more serious than the Trump administration seems to realize. Carney outlined that Canada has both the will and the capacity to respond with its own counter tariffs. He signaled that Canada is actively strengthening trade relationships with the European Union, with Asian markets, and with other global partners, deliberately reducing its reliance on American trade. This is not just political posturing, this is strategy. Now let's talk about what this actually means for the United States, because the numbers are staggering. Canada is America's single largest trading partner. Every single day, hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods cross that border. Energy, timber, aluminum, steel, agriculture. The United States depends on Canada in ways that most Americans are never told about. If Canada moves forward with retaliatory tariffs, if it restricts the flow of oil, natural gas, or raw materials, American consumers will feel it immediately. Prices will rise, businesses in border states will suffer. And economists warn that the economic damage could spread far beyond what the White House has calculated. Several U.S. states have already raised alarm bells. Business groups are urging the Trump administration to reconsider. The pressure is building from within. On the world stage, the reaction to Carney's statement has been swift and significant. European leaders have publicly backed Canada's position. The message from allies is consistent. Trump's trade aggression is not just Canada's problem. It is becoming everyone's problem. Whether Washington is truly listening remains to be seen. But what is certain is that the pressure on the Trump administration is mounting with every passing day. So what happens next? Carney has made it clear that he is open to direct negotiations with Trump, but only on equal terms, and never under the threat of economic coercion. He is not asking for a favor, he is demanding respect. Analysts say the next few weeks will be critical. If both sides hold firm, this dispute could escalate into one of the most significant trade conflicts of the decade. And for developing nations, countries that depend on stable global supply chains and predictable commodity prices, the fallout could be severe. And that is the full picture: Mark Carney's direct, powerful response to Donald Trump, and what it could mean for the world. One thing is crystal clear from all of this: the old rules of global politics are changing. Old alliances are being tested, and the countries that stand their ground today will be the ones whose voices carry weight tomorrow. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Carney is right to push back this hard? Will the United States actually face consequences? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. If you found this video valuable, please hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it means everything to us. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so our next video reaches you the moment it goes live. Until next time, take care, stay informed, and we will see you in the next one.